When I was designing this house, I knew that I wanted a desk right here, and this is the exact desk that I had in mind. Since I have to wear so many hats, wife, daughter, knitter, spray painter extraordinaire, I think furniture should too. I would love it if these drawers could be charging stations. But unfortunately, that skill set is not in my toolbox. Thankfully, one of the many hats that Ralph wears is figuring out the random things that Anna makes up. So I'm gonna give this video over to him.
Anna and I have several electronics that we need charging, and when we do so, we want them hidden and out of the way. Now to do this, I'm going to need several outlets inside the drawers, so I picked up 2 different power bars to help me accomplish that goal. I need to come up with a plan, so I'm going to start off by taking out the drawers and taking some measurements of the desk. So for my drawer, I have about 16.5 inches. The total desk is close to 23.5 inches. So I have 7 inches in the back here that's empty. So I'm going to use that to make my access holes to pass wires through. So my power bar is going to be placed at the back of the drawer. And I'm going to have to drill a hole right around here so I can pass the cord through. So I placed some tape on the back here just to make it easier for me to do the markings. I've made some markings where my next hole is going to be drilled into the desk. So that's my pilot hole. I'm going to place some tape here just to help protect some of the wood finish. I've drilled my 2 holes, one in the drawer and one in the back of the desk. So I just want to see how things are coming together with my plan. Now my original plan was to mount the power bar at the back of the drawer with some screws. But I think I'm going to use some command strips. That'll give me a bit more flexibility in positioning this power bar. Some of these power adapters for USB, they've got different thicknesses and sizes and shapes. And so with the command strips, I'll be able to figure out if I want it more left, right, up, or down. The power bar is attached to the back of the drawer. So I'm going to place the drawer back inside the desk, and I'm going to fish this through the hole using another cable. It's easier to take it out than put it back in. There we go. All right, one is done. Let's flip the disc back up and let's see how things are looking. I don't like the way the cord sticks straight out of the outlet, so I bought this angled outlet to change the direction of it. There. And that looks much cleaner. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, I think it looks good. Well, let's start plugging things in. I have some of our electronics in here, so I'm just gonna tidy up some of the cables here. I don't like messy cables. The other drawer, I just replaced it. Eventually in the future, we may put a power bar in there, but for now, we're just gonna store all our other cables that we have. My part's done, so I'm gonna hand it back to Anna.
I really don't mind mixing metals and decor, but on this floor, I only have chrome. And these happen to have gold. The stool's really gold, and the lamp has just like a hint of gold. And I just don't think it looks good here. So, I have an idea on how to fix both of these problems. Ralph thought he was done, but come on, I'm here, so he's never done. He needs to remove the bottom of the stool. Actually, I have two stools, so he gets to do it twice. There's just little screws, and if he takes that off, then I can spray paint this chrome. My solution for the metal bases to the stools is, well, spray paint. This is a metallic, silvery spray paint. And I have a little bit of prep work to do before I can start spray painting. One, I do need to really clean these up. We have our fingerprints and our finger oils all over it. And there's these little plastic protective little feet all over the bottoms, but we can't tell how they're attached. Like they're just right there. So we aren't willing to pop them off because what if we can't get them back on? So I will be covering them up with tape. And each chair has 5 of them, so that's a lot of little taping. But I don't know, it's gonna look great when it's silver. The metallic paint does not have a built-in primer, so I'm gonna apply a coat first of a paint and primer in one. And before I do any of that, I'm going to give the base a little scuff sanding just because it's a super shiny surface and I want this to stick well. I don't want like flaking off and then you see like gold and silver, it'll just look ugly. So sanding, paint primer, paint. So I've been doing my sanding and I thought, oh, that's really boring. I'm not gonna bother putting that on video, right? And I'm sanding away and I look and underneath it's just silver. So had they not painted it gold, I wouldn't have to do this. Okay, ready to spray paint. For the lamp, I won't be spray painting it. Oh, don't get me wrong, it totally was my first thought. That's really what I was going to do is first spray paint it, but there's like some parts that move and I just thought I might get it into the actual components that make this thing turn on. So I will not be spray painting. Instead, I'm gonna be using some silver leaf rub and buff. So because I have gotten rub and buff all over the place before, I will tape up the areas that are black and that I don't want, oh, and the marble at the bottom, that I don't want to turn silver. So that and then some rub and buffing. Still such a weird name, eh? I'm done with the rub and buff, the paint's dried, Ralph's getting a picture ready to hang, and we're ready to tie this all together. I now have the desk that I want, in the spot that I want, in the colors that I want, and functioning the way I want. I just got everything I wanted, all in a weekend project. Not too bad. Before, I would have never even thought of trying to redo something that I bought brand new, like the stools or the lamp. If they didn't come in the colors that I wanted, I just didn't buy them. But I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. And spray painting and adding some rub and buff isn't hard at all. So I hope this video has inspired you to step out of your comfort zone. And if you've enjoyed the video, remember to give it a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! I just did like 6 takes and I didn't like any of them, and I kept saying, oh no, I'll just do another one, do another one. Yeah, I didn't have my mics turned on. I didn't have the mic or the trans, nothing was turned on. So I was talking to nothing. Great, good thing that I kept redoing them. I still haven't gotten one right though. Okay. Oh, that was like a, okay. Okay, last time, and we're gonna do it right, right? Looking at myself, we're making a deal? Okay, cool. Okay, that sounded like I was making that up. No.